Alrighty, gang, we are back. As you can tell, I did 13 more pulls as I got highlighted here. This time here, I actually ran a pretty good string. So the first three pulls that I had, as you can tell, as it's done sequentially, got another crystal cover, got a couple ice bands for first three pulls. Then after that, pair of twos, then another Iceman, then another string of fours, got Crystal, and then Storm back to back. So out of the 3,500 pulls that I had, I spent about 800 or so. Excluding, well, maybe a little bit more than that there, because the rewards that you get for championing characters. So before we get started in PvP, I'm gonna fill out the roster a little bit, and then champion Storm, and then we'll get on to Wiccan. So um, I'll probably have a timestamp in the description so that you can bypass all this here for your posterity. But I just wanted to show folks what I did. So out of all that there that I did, I actually gained a level 1 Jessica, which that actually is gonna help out in PvP. Well, actually, let me not lie. The difference between like a 450 and a 459 Jessica means not really that much of a difference. It isn't until you get to the 470s and above to where you see a significant difference in terms of damage and health and all that good stuff there. All right, we got the Wiccan PVP, and as you can see, I put in a little bit of work, so I only have to climb up to about 1,000 or so. But you know, we look at Wiccan, face off against people, and then we'll you know go from there. So as I clean out the people, start off with him, her, them, whatever the case might be. As per usual, we want that boost, and it doesn't really matter. All right, so Wiccan got a rework, and it changed quite a few of his abilities. Well, not really changed them, just put them more in line with more modern releases, and also to adding abilities that should have been on his character to begin with, but because of the direction that the developers went with their pushing supports, you know, whatever. So Mystical Destiny it always was a passive, but the thing that got changed is at the start of the turn, instead of it being 6 colors, which is what it used to be, is now 4 colors that he has to have AP in, and lower levels is 6 AP, and if Wiccan is in front, he will gain AP in an AP pool that he has less than 4 of. So that'll be random. Now, what his support Hulkling did, it gave you a chance to gain AP in a pool in which your AP was the lowest in, and he also boosted his health, and I want to say match damage too. I'm not gonna really look because P supports don't matter in PvP. And then the power of Demiurge is here pretty much stayed the same. You know, dealing damage, generating AP, you know, whatever the case might be. Magical Barrier, the power cost stayed the same. I think I want to say they added a longer countdown time. Might have been from either 4 or 5, whatever the case might be. I think they might have increased a little bit of the damage reduction, and I think the health might have got a little bit bumped up. But whatever the case might be, Magical Barrier, just leave this here at 3. You know, the damage reduction's cool. Just make sure that you gather your AP for the power of the Demiurge before you fire on Magical Barrier. And I'll explain why with this final ability, Chain Lightning, which that costs 10, it used to be 12. It deals damage, destroys a chosen column. If a column has an enemy special tile, then you get a chance to destroy another random tile. And if that tile there happens to have an enemy special tile, then you get to destroy another column until you don't hit any enemy special tiles. Alright, and then of course you don't generate AP and tiles do damage. So best thing to do with Chain Lightning, if your Wiccan needs a little bit of healing, use your Chain Lightning to target one of your Magical Barrier tiles, let it get destroyed, gain a little bit of health. Now again, it's not gonna destroy any more extra columns because you destroyed a friendly tile, but if it happens to be in a column that has an enemy special tile, boom. And funnily enough, this is mother and son who are boosted, so this will be a little bit fun. Now we talked a little bit about Iceman and how much he how much of a pain he can be with his blue ability, which sort of kind of counteracts what we want to do with Wanda. See, he has those countdown tiles in, and if he matches one of those there, then we'll have to get stunned. But it doesn't really matter as much. Get a better cascade here. And there you go. But like I said in the video where I did pulling, Iceman is actually good for shield clearance 10 nodes, and dealing with characters that happen to stun. I mean, well, that have high damaging moves. So in the case of Wanda, retaliating against enemies that happen to do damage, or they have some sort of move in which the AI will tend to activate a little bit more often. Like in the case of Professor X, his match 4 ability where he's almost always trying to make match 4s. And now the good thing though about Wiccan being out in front, now he can more or less tank stuff, which is a good thing. Because then that saves health packs for Jessica and Scarlet Witch for taking any extra damage, so to speak. Alright, this is a good start here. Be even better if I can get rid of Wanda before I take too much damage, because y'all know in fights with Wanda, things can go a little bit sideways, like especially if you're making matches and enemy special tiles happen to go berserk, or I should say in her case, her repeater tile happens to go berserk. I must have matched the wrong way. Oh no, it was on a different tile. Okay, cool by me. Now his chain lightning will probably hurt just a bit. Because it's going to be hitting all those special tiles. But the positive thing is it's going to be a ton of retaliatory damage. And match 5, so pop magical barrier, get some heals in. That'll down Wiccan, but that's to be expected because again he's sort of frail. Now, one thing I think that should have been done with Wiccan, and I think some might agree with me when I say this here, not upping his match damage, because again, he's a 4-star, but you could up the damage whenever he transforms into the Demiurge. And the reason why I say that I don't think that would hurt anything. They increasing his match damage, I guess, by a percentage or whatever the case might be. That way he still stays a little bit viable, but also at the same time too, it's like he's not supremely frail. But then again, I don't know. Oh, cause I sure was going for that match 5. I'm not even gonna lie to you about that. Hurts a little bit. Now I got my own chance to put out some magical bang. Ah, dang. See, that was what I was afraid of. Yeah, reduce the damage just a little bit, heal off Wiccan. Well, Jess will be able to be taking some damage pretty soon, which is always a good thing. I like my chances with Scarlet Witch, possibly. Especially if I can get her blue to go off to reduce Billy's part of the demiurge. So let's see. Ah, boo. Oh well. But then again, the losses do happen. So again, you know, can't be too upset about that. It's just that we just came into the fight with a little bit less health, but it's okay. I do need to match this away. Ah, great. So now we gotta do. Well, I'd rather for you to do that, to be honest with you. Cool. Yeah, I just got smited. Man, I wanted to do some retaliatory damage. I really did. Yeah, I intentionally gave her red for that reason there, to punish, you know, all the damage that I was going to take. So cool. Thanks for the heals again. Well, it doesn't matter. You're downed anyway. So I gotta step away for just a second to go and check on something, but I shall return. Alright, hopefully it didn't go away for too long because I didn't really feel like pausing the video. Alright, let's see here. Heal up. Oh, excuse me, heal up Wanda. Again, throwing some purple boost because again we need to quickly get to her ability. And +2 boost up Wiccan a little bit too, so all in all a win-win. It was worth a shot to see where it was gonna fall at. Pop the finish straight off, get rid of that repeater tile. Oh, lovely. The repeater tile's up there with mine. I saw because that was actually a somewhat good thing because then there's a 50-50 chance that either I'm gonna have to match away the repeater tile or the AI's gonna have to match the repeater tile away. So again, if you remember the fight for Yellow Jacket, gotta get rid of him quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because I don't want him to go invisible. Because then we lost Wiccan, so now there goes at least one way for me to deal with his invisibility. Three rows, 4 rows, 5 rows, 6 rows. That was a pretty good chain light in there. Well, there's a little bit of damage reduction, but at this point in time here, it doesn't matter what ability you had on the board or whatever the case may be, you were done. I like how some players, as I decide to go in with a low level Wanda. As much as I would love to make the match 5, I really would. I got a better proposition because yeah, the match 5 would get rid of my repeater tile, and I don't want to do that. So got no choice there. I mean, I did have a choice, but if having a choice of getting rid of the enemy Scarlet Witch's repeater tile, or you know, other stuff, yeah, I'm getting rid of her repeater tile. Drop it down a little bit. I'll tank the damage a little just to get rid of her. Alright, body check, the finish straight. Again, get as much damage as I possibly could. Alright, let's see here. Got denied black. Alright, let's debilitate Hex him. Go this way. Cross your heart, that'll heal him. Alright, we got a match of black here to keep it away. Not really a great match, but I will match that way there. Another heal. Jeez. I wouldn't say I would get rid of Yellow Jacket first, but with Wanda, it's like, you don't want her to spiral out of control. So it's all good. It's all good. If I'd have had Wiccan for that last turn with the chain lightning, I could have at least put some sort of potential damage on Yellow Jacket, but I don't think it would have been enough to change the outcome of the fight. Match red up here. That's a little bit more red. What'd you turn cosmic? Oh, yellow. Well, that stinks for Wiccan a little bit. So now I won't be able to power up the Demiurge. Potentially. No, we'll go this way. Booyaka shot, as Ali G would say. Ah. We'll grab that black up at the top so that we can slowly but surely get Wiccan to go the right way. And what I mean the right way to power up the Demiurge. But got some more stuff for Doc Ock
because again, season reward. I think Jess should be alright. I think she should. Assuming I don't have her tanking too much. Cool cascades. Well, my turn to retaliate. Well, hey, as long as you take purple, that's fine by me. Cause that's a color that I'm currently not using. Ooh, that's gonna stink. Alright, let's see here. Because we'll see how this goes real quick. You're welcome. So this is what we call the danger zone. That's on Wiccan. Then normally I would have put it on Jess, but I'm gonna put it on Wiccan so he doesn't do any crazy cascades. See? No crazy cascades. Alright. Heal up, buy some health packs, and as we would say in French class, continue, s'il vous plaît, which means continue, please. Now you're probably wondering, throughout all these fights here, well, why wouldn't you put your mystical feedback on like a higher damaging color, like black or blue, for instance, because Jess's blue does do a lot more damage if you match him away. Keyword is if you match him away, but if you're just playing hot potato or how we're doing, yo, let's find the trap tile, it'd be more beneficial, or it would behoove you to have more damage on red, because, well, that you'll be able to, punch through some of the crazy things that Wanda may potentially have. So And as my phone alerts me, I probably should turn that there off, but eh. Alright, Wiccan's the Demiurge now, so we can afford to match away some tiles. Body check here. Yeah, like I said, I kind of wish though, because a Wiccan and a Demiurge would have had some sort of a buff to his match damage, or more specifically, have the have his yellow ability give out more of a buff to increase his match damage. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I had some thoughts about it, but the more and more I think about it, I'm like this. I'm like, well, how do you make a character who in most games, you know, who's not really a tank? How do you make them into a tank without, you know, making them supremely overpowered and, you know, upsetting the balance of the game? So let them make the cascade. Man, I love it. I love it. Saying anytime the AI matches away that repeater tile. Ooh, that's a good bonus. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Well, hey, Wiccan's gonna tank it, so alright, this is Operation Knockout Jessica now. Okay, he still needs yellow, so let's let the AI take the yellow match, potentially. Or they could just do that. Well, luckily for me, I stocked up on a few powers, so I guess the purple match, because that'll give the AI the opportunity to match the yellow, or I could go the yellow here, let them match the black, or go down this way here. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Man, and you just missed out on the Demiurge too, and I mean just missed out. Alright, again, so far outside of one loss that was, you know, totally my fault, because, you know, things happen. Ooh, yes please. Go there. I'm gonna make a micro match going this way. We'll slowly but surely take him and match the blues and the blacks, all that there pretty soon. Alright, so we're gonna wait before we fire off chain lightning. I mean, before they fire off their chain lightning, because I don't want them to accidentally have any, you know, special tiles on the board and where they get like ridiculous cascades. Learned my lesson about that. For some reason, I was gonna channel Seto Kaiba with his, you know, draw your last pathetic card, Yugi, and then Yugi both, you know, Yugi Moto from Yu-Gi-Oh's like my grandpa's deck doesn't have any pathetic cards, Kaiba. Anyway, this here is pretty much a no-duh situation. Gotta take out the repeater tile. I know we lose a little bit of the advantage with it's like with it, but either way we're gonna absorb some amount of damage, so I'd rather do it that way than another way. Alright. Get rid of that. Okay, we'll take the two. We'll take that 2 for the price of 1. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Bye, Wanda. It was nice knowing you. Billy's like, that's your mom. What happened to you? Oh well, he's Demiurge now. Then body check, and then magical barrier. Now that is the cool thing though, once he goes Demiurge, you do gain AP from all the from all the matches that you potentially make. Which again, I like that part, but again, I kind of wish that that power there would have, if it would increase its match damage just a little bit more. Again, I think that's just, you know, me looking at it from a 5-star perspective, you know, not having, you know, 4-star characters, you know, being that viable, you know, in a quote-unquote late game situation. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make this match here. I got no choice but to shout out to all the blue and yellows. Well, that's part of the reason. The other reason was to, yeah, repeater tile. Like, get rid of Wanda's repeater tile, but then also sacrifice mine too, so. Another purple match? Yeah. Alright, that's deuces for Wanda. Maybe deuces for Billy? Ooh. Well, he's out in front, but he should turn Demiurge. Yep. Ooh. I'm honestly curious how some of these people, how some of the people in Marvel Puzzle Quest, how they have their Jessica set up. Because I know I've already fought you before, but you know, hey, we're climbing to 1200, so. Okay, that'll work. You're like, wait, what? Yeah, I seen the cascade, how that was going down. So that's the reason why I switched to Yellow Jacket. That Wanda take this hit here for the multi cascades. That's fine by me, cause you're gonna get retaliated upon. Let's see, drop that way. Oh man, I really want them to match that blue there. I really do. Match files will work well with me too. Like believe me, I love it when you make match 5s AI, especially with Wanda on the docket. Oh no, as my nephew would say. Like nah, we can't have Yellowjacket with even cheaper abilities. No. Okay, cool. We'll take the match 5 and then cascade it down. Because I knew the finish straight by itself wasn't going to be enough. No, if I fired off the finish straight, then did all my cascades, that probably is the much better and safer order of operations. I just fought you, so no. Okay. Alright, Colossus has gotta go first. Because again, he's their buffer for match damage. Even though, yeah, we are, you know, several boosted levels higher than him. And I really want to bring down that red. I really do. Well, AI did it for me anyways. There's old Shang. Grab some yellow, grab some blue real quick. Again, that's that solidarity. Punch him in the face. I guess I go here. See, that's what I was afraid of. Knocking out my own repeater tile. Body check should finish him off, yeah. Because I wasn't quite sure. Alright, and now the quote-unquote difficult part about these PvP events. We'll leave Wanda alone to get in the climb to 1200. So nah. As my nephew would say, can't have that. Add some red on the board, deny yellow. And it still got yellow off. Oh well. Hit him with this retaliatory damage and then the finish straight. Now that's what I want to eventually be able to do. Get a 550 on Koye and then and then just be like, hey, yeah, I'll, you know, float along, but those are not, we are not there yet. Can you chew or can, I'm sick of hitting Kamian boy, so. Okay, this one here should be our victorious fight. Again, keyword should, but remember how fights go in Marvel Puzzle Quest. Just because you can win them doesn't mean you will win them. Put it there. Start little micro matches. I would do the standard yellow blue match, but that's the reason why, because I was afraid of some sort of retaliation. But okay, that'll work. That we'll eventually be able to do at least a yellow match. Now we'll probably do the blue. Well, I wasn't say we're gonna do a blue match, but the game had other plans. I'll wait one turn before I put the magical barrier out. Alright, Wanda's gone. Thank goodness for magical barriers. Which they shouldn't demiurge trigger, but yeah, their demiurge triggered. Dude, that stinks. Alright, Jess, you're gonna have to calm down just a little bit, maybe. Ah, but yeah, there was no way I was gonna survive that. It was worth a shot though. At least it was worth 0 points, so that's a 550. That's another 550. Alright, we'll try them again. Because Wiccan got demiurge and that put things in a damper. as much as I would like to make that, well, I'll make the green match. Because remember, with Wanda, any cascades that you normally would attempt to make, you can't really make them. I'm gonna drop that down. I'll make the black match. Well, trap top. Add some more red on the board. Well, that Wiccan tank a little bit. Get rid of her repeater towel. Let him tank. Ooh, that was good. That was good. Ooh. Nah, we're not making the same mistake twice. Believe that. Magical barrier, body check. Get rid of those tiles there. And then boom, there you go. That should be 1200, assuming I did not get hit, and I did not. So there you go. Alright, got my CP that I need, because again you're gonna need all that CP there to, you know, stock up for the next 5-star, whomever that may be. But yeah, this was a fun PvP. It's like, well, the times that Wiccan didn't get downed and, you know, he was able to tank, but as you can see, you know, when you're in 5-star land, it's like, you're pretty much dead weight though, because again, the gulf between a boosted 4 and a boosted 5 is, you know, pretty big. And so tomorrow we got Crash of the Titans, we got the 3rd day of the Ghost Hunters, and then as you can see here, we got Vicious Cycle coming up with Ghost Rider. So that's gonna be pretty fun. Probably won't need to do an explanation, but I can look to see who is boosted for the Wiccan PVP, so we can think about that in advance. Oh, okay. Gladiator 4, Hawkeye, and Cable. Okay. I'd probably be running with either Hawkeye and Gladiator 4 or Hawkeye and Cable, because my Cable's actually high enough to tank for Thor in terms of green and yellow, and then Hawkeye I actually gotta look and check and see if my Hawkeye will tank red, because if I'm using Hawkeye and Thor, that's going to be kind of a problem. But for those who actually have Cyclops Phoenix 5, man, and you got enough levels on him to make sure that Thor doesn't tank, man, you you pretty much won PvP this week. Well, for the next upcoming events, because Thor and Cyclops, pretty nasty combination. But we will talk about that in the Vicious Cycle video. That's definitely going to end it as we pull these last few tokens. You know, be excellent to your fellow human beings. You know, they, try and spread some sort of positivity into somebody's life, and I'll catch each and every one of you in the next video as I scroll to see if I had anything extra available inside of vaults and stuff. But until tomorrow's video.